Hi, today we are going to discuss one more opportunity, one of the best in fact, given completely for free in one of our free live streaming trading sessions at stockmarketlive.tv. Firstly, congratulations to all those that they have been assisting to our live streaming sessions. So far, zero losses, zero competition. And today we are going to discuss this tremendous opportunity where I've been receiving emails from people all over the world making large profits following our instructions recorded live as I'm going to demonstrate. This stock pick was given to subscribers. Obviously they obtained the best entry price, and thereafter I offered the stock pick to every single attendee on free live streaming sessions, and we are going to see which company we are going to talk about. All right, so let me just pass the next 5 minutes and you are going to understand why today everyone is attending free live streaming sessions at stockmarketlive.tv. Shares to a strong sell, 141. Even if the shares continue moving higher to $145 or $150, my opinion will not change. And my opinion will not change because I already downgraded the stock to sell last year in 2014 at $110. I consider it very expensive. And the fact is that dealers, meanwhile, when you look at the earnings, it happens that I found very complicated or a reason or a motive to invest or to buy this stock. Having said this, I also consider that probably, like I said in the case of Keurig Green Mountain Coffee, that it will take maybe time for, or not, for the existing trend to be broken to downside. But I repeat that at least that is my vision, that I see I will not touch or buy shares of this company. Even if tomorrow or next quarter the company beats earnings. I think that the trend, nevertheless, mid to long term, it is broken, okay? And this at some point might very well happen. With regards to stock analysts, some of them recently downgraded, quite late in my perspective, but they downgraded and their ratings in fact are more or less current. But I think, that is my personal opinion, that they are still rather bullish, this company. That is to say, they are not considering the worst case scenario, and the worst case scenario is precisely a potential break of the existing trend in place to the downside and this stock to collapse. How much to collapse? Well, I think that here in the future, what really the price or the range that has to be broken to downside. For example, in the case of Green Mountain Coffee, it was $95 that had to be broken for the stock to collapse more, $15, all the way down almost to $80. Here, I know that is more or less, the pivot that or the level that has to be broken to downside is more or less $95. So you have the stock right now, or shares are at 111, more or less. So I remain short this stock. I think that, as I said last year in the case of Green Mountain Coffee, you always can see bounces, but those bounces, in my perspective, are opportunity if you have a long position to sell, and if you don't have a short position to go short the stock. Obviously, in terms of position sizing, when I sold short Green Mountain Coffee, I did it on strength, the maximum position sizing at that point. I don't sell short then after shares they start collapsing, okay? My methodology is the same, the principles are the same, either on the long side or on the short side, okay? So I've been short the stock. in fact, I added to the short side, and I'm going to explain why I added to the short side. I added to the short side for two reasons. One is that the volume, the intraday volume, is on this stock is rather small. It's not comparable to many other companies in the market with where you have the volume is quite liquid. Okay, here you have a volume that is rather small. So that is the first reason. The second is that I use the fact that analysts they downgrade the stock also to add to the short side. So those are the two reasons that I use it to add to the short side ahead of a potential break to downside of this existing uptrend. All right. So always selling short above or before the trend to be broken to downside, and not then after the trend to be broken to the downside. Okay, this is very important because otherwise your risk increases. Shares. All right, so you have just listened to 5 minutes of the entire live streaming session that took place more than 40 minutes, in fact. Paying customers, they sold short dealers $140. Free live streaming attendees, they sold short this company shares at 111. Wonderful. And why is it wonderful? Well, because I announced that this was going to be a terrific opportunity where the minimum profit to be eventually $500,000, and today shares they are trading around $92, as you can see here on the chart. So congratulations to everyone. Continue attending our free live streaming sessions. Thank you. Bye.